Good morning, everybody. October 6th, 2021. I'm going to do a quick morning update here. Bitcoin had a pretty incredible short squeeze here overnight. So let's take a look at what that means for our path here. So essentially, Bitcoin did last night what I was expecting. I'm on the 15-minute chart here. The little micro 3 and 4. And then 5 should have played out. 5 of 3 should have played out right to this region, and obviously we have blown past that right now, and just proceeded upwards in a immediate fashion to these higher targets here. So, being that this is on such a low time frame, we really have two possibilities. Either this is the extension of that 5 of 3, and we should then expect a pullback. And let's see, that's moved 1, 2, 3, 4. So, oopsie. If that's the extension there, then we move this up 1, 2, 3, 4 fibs, like so. So we should see a 4 hold here at about 53.5, and right now it does seem to sort of be coming down. So we'll see if we can get another leg up then. 1, 2, 3, 4 fibs up. So 56.6-ish. Looks like that could be the extension here of all of this. If that occurs. The other possibility is that because of this extension here, that may have just completely gotten rid of this 4 and 5, right? And it may have just ended that third right there. Either way, honestly, does not really matter to the larger scheme here, because we'll go back over to our hourly. On this larger time frame, the hourly, not a super large time frame, but on the hourly, I was looking for the extension in the third up to, was really looking for it up to that 53.2, so it extended even another one there. So we can certainly be done now with that third wave. If we extend higher, I'll move that, but that is certainly possible. That's the extent of that extension. Right? And we need to move now into 4, which should now be 1, 2, that's 3 fibs up. So we're going to move this up. We moved it up 1, so we're going to move it up another 2. So our support for 4 now is right here, I believe, and I'm going to double check that with my other fib method. Alright, so there's 4, and then 5 target would extend upwards by 2 as well. Okay, so basically we're still looking at pretty much the same projection I was looking at last night. If we got those extensions, possibly a little higher, if that extends up there instead, that would be fine. But now I'm just going to go ahead, because of how violent that was, I'm going to go ahead and assume that that was the top right there. If that's wrong, then I'll adjust this. But for now, let's just assume that in fact was the top of 3. So we're going to draw a fib backwards here, 3 to 2. And with that, we can get a target here for 4, which is right here in this region. So yep, that overlaps. It may come up a little higher than that, but it certainly overlaps with that target that I had based on the red fibs. So that's very good. And then target for 5 actually is much higher. So target for 5 may actually be up here. So we're going to put a red box there. So we have based on the 2 different fibs, we have potentially 2 different targets for 5 that we need to keep our eyes on. But in any case, we should now see probably, this could extend higher, but we will probably see some form of consolidation and maybe a little dip down here to retest this horizontal here around 51.6 before a final push up, which I still ideally would like to see go to about 57.5 at that 618 fib. But it wouldn't surprise me to see it at least just spike through, real quickly. If it's spiked up there, that would be fine. Spike into that box and then start retracing down, that's certainly a possibility as well. So, so that is what we're looking for on Bitcoin right now. So yeah, just got to see if this third extends even further. At the moment, I kind of doubt it. That's a pretty significant short squeeze there. I think, if the day starts out green, it tends to stay green, so we probably will not see a pullback in the larger four today. I think, most likely we'll kind of just see this chop around. It'll probably make another attempt up here, so this is the 15-minute. If we see this come down in 4 and then spike up, make another attempt, that wouldn't be a surprise at all. But I would be surprised if this pushed too much higher than the high that it already struck at 55.5, except for this possibility that maybe it goes 56.6 in this fifth wave. But I'd be pretty shocked if it went beyond that right away. And really, I wouldn't really want it to. Let me see here. 1, 2. I mean, this is certainly all third wave extension. So we still don't have 5 waves. We really, really do need to see this pull back in a decent way, in a decent fashion, to give us a 4. If that goes from here or if that goes from a little bit higher, doesn't really matter. But we do need to see it. And then we will need to see that fifth wave take form as well. But it kind of starts making, if we go above this blue line right here, that 618, it kind of starts making this not play as well with the macro. So to be honest, I'm hoping that it did just top out there so that we can still kind of maintain this blue fib here as the higher target at that 618. That'd be the ideal situation. All right, hopefully that all made sense. Makes sense to me. And we'll see what the rest of the day brings. All right, good night, or good day, everybody.